Hey guys, I'm Tyler, that crazy agent, and today we are back at Throwback Thursday. So today, it's the same rules apply. I'm gonna go ahead and start running my mouth for 15 minutes about what's been on my mind or what's a concern, and what's really of who I am. Since again, you're not gonna. I don't know. It's not an idea. I have a It's a Tyler problem where I have an idea where you're not going to follow somebody just because of what game they're playing, but it's a matter of who they are. And I'm after my first video with Devil May Cry, I'm saying that I'm going to say something to another, but that kind of a game, it's just something I've always wanted to play, so let's just play what I want. So again, I'm going to be running my mouth for 15 minutes, and we will get started, beginning with what kind of games interest me or what I like. So, more importantly, I grew up playing RPG games. Like the first game I remember playing was Mario for the Game Boy Color? For the Game Boy. The original game for the Game Boy Color, yeah. No. I can say that the games that I remember fondly playing were Pokemon, Mega Man X. No, I actually remember playing on the old. I remember playing Sonic on the old Dreamcast. That was actually really cool, and then it diverged and so forth. And Pokemon was a good milestone, and so was Mega Man and so forth. And currently, right now, as I'm continuing playing, a little sneak peek involves a lot of well, you can say they're story based. However, there's there's not much consequence to the choices that I made. I mean, I could always make it difficult on myself for the game. Like, say, for example, during high school, I played a lot of Kingdom Hearts. And then as I was playing Kingdom Hearts a lot, I would actually end up trying to do certain things. Like, say, I would play throughout the whole game with just the Keyblade. Or I would play the game with no accessories, just a Keyblade or some challenge and so forth. So I also remember. So if you guys aren't aware with Kingdom Hearts 2, there's a particular item that gives you an increase in money and experience or something else and so forth, points. However, the problem is it doesn't provide you with attack. So it provides no attack increase, no attack decrease, and it's just wood stick practically. So I use that to fight against Sephiroth, and I use that to fight against the final boss. It was fun, but I had to dodge a lot. Like, oh my god. And then I go ahead and a friend of mine gives me their PSP for a winter break, and I play their Birth by Sleep from Kingdom Hearts, and I finished it fairly quickly. So, in total, I comprised about 36 hours just by trying to fight the story, not trying to unlock anything, just trying to go through the story and get towards the end, because Kingdom Hearts is always like story driven, so that's great, and you're playing as that main character. However, I want to get into Mass Effect or something that's decision driven, like Until Dawn. So at some point I'm going to play Until Dawn, and even though people are playing it and I'm guilty enough to get myself spoiled for it, even though all of that and so forth, I would love to play those games. But currently at this budget, my current budget doesn't allow me to, so that's what I'm really trying to egg towards. So games like Until Dawn, Mass Effect, what other decision based? Wolf Among Us. Um, let's see. I'm actually playing Shin Megami Tensei 4, which is also um, decision based because there's three paths. Like there's the neutral path, the good path, the evil path, and so forth. And I'm far from beating it, but then there's also a new thing coming up called Steins Gate. Um, I trust that you guys will be educated. You will educate yourself on what it is, so forth. But from what I've been told, there is a lot of decision making that you make in that game, and one thing will lead to another, if not anything else. So, I really want to get. I really want to get into more decision-based games. But so far as the list of titles, as an example that I have includes. Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, Star Ocean, Devil May Cry, so much more. So um, it's a lot of me role playing as a main character and following their life. And with some games on Steam that I'm still working on, and there's like some games on that are free from the PSN store for PlayStation. Those games are what I'm trying to aim at, and I have a couple games I'm still going to work on too, like Persona series, number 3, number 4. I want to finish that. I want to complete it. And there's that Final Fantasy 7 game that I want to complete, and I don't know, I really want to play it just because, like, again, it's been released that there's gonna be a remake for the game, so sometime in the future. So I'm happy about that actually. And wait, before moving, actually, the Minion beanie I found it at Target. I liked it. It's in a cent. Where right now? I'm gonna wear it right now, and I'm gonna enjoy it. It's kind of funny. One of my co-workers was questioning if I was gonna seriously wear this. I'm not quite sure how well I'm doing, so I feel like Pee Wee, or I feel like Alfalfa. So I'm Minion Hat, and among anything else, what was I talking about? Types of games. So I really want to get into the decision based too, because with all the games I've been playing, they've been so very linear. I mean, it's a fun game and so forth and so customizable. However, it's really linear and you know how it's going to end. I mean, I try to play Disgaea, which is a very. It takes the concept of Final Fantasy Tactics and blows it up, so you can go to level 9,999. You can hit for a bajillion damage and so forth, and it is decision based, so there are multiple endings. But again, it's a matter of dedication because it gets so hard so fast because you're able to be 9,999. So that's like one of many very games that I do want to play. So I've been looking into the market for that, if anything else, and I really want to play that. With tabletops, I do play Vanguard, I do play Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm rusty on it. I play Magic, rusty on it. And Pokemon I do know how to play, but again, I don't have my own deck yet, so in the future that might be something else. So tabletop games as far as it goes. On top of some board games, I want to do that too. I've been yearning to play Card Against Humanity. It's really fun, and like it gets really inappropriate really quickly, but at the same time it's really fun and really worth it because the last time I played it, it involved something. Oh God! So I can't remember the question very clearly, and I feel it's hard to be mad at yourself for liking a particular answer, even though it's really inappropriate. However, it's all about the question. The question involved the idea that records records shows that blank a, was the starting factor of America's significant fall and so forth. So it involved America's downfall. So there was several answers. There was masturbation. There was Clint Eastwood. There was Soldier Boy, and then the worst thing I laughed to at was black people. So ended up reading out. Historians have determined that black people have marked as the decline of human society, which I should not have been laughing, but I broke I broke really hard, and I do actually want to get a clip, a video of how me and my friends play. I'm not quite sure if you guys will be the same way. However, it's really greasy to. Oh God. That was really difficult. I mean, it's fun playing games with people. I mean, it brings a lot of people together, and I think that's why I enjoyed it so much. I mean, one of the main things about doing this channel is just being able to share my experience with people. So even if I go ahead and have a random reaction to it, ooh, and like I say stupid things, because like the last time I played Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter was really good. A friend of mine introduced it to me several years ago, so I've loved it ever since. So one of my things about it is that when we're playing a large monster with my friends, I have dumb commentary like, "Don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me," and yes, and I'm gonna smack that right on the floor, smack that, and I would make some dumb lyric like, "With that hammer." Because there are multiple weapons, and I would start doing that song for some reason whenever I have the just warhammer practically. I upswing somebody and then I go smack that right on the floor, smack that down that red floor so I can't even sing. I do want to get back on it too, actually, too, so eventually I want to come to a point where I can actually record my my handheld games, my 3DS games, just because I enjoy those games. However, there's so many games that I am bouncing around and I don't know how to finish it or where to start, so this is me trying to figure out how things are going. So I do want to play those games, and among those I want to replay Mega Man. I have Mega Man Team Colonel. No, Double Team for the DS, and that game has both Team Colonel and Team Pronomo, which I do really want to play. However, the only problem with my 3DS is the fact that the triggers are really iffy. So I kind of broke my R trigger from playing Monster Hunter, because you hold R trigger to run a lot. So I played Monster Hunter a lot. I got really aggressive because of all the large monsters and the near-death experiences and the relief when I don't get hit, and the relief I get when I can actually connect my attacks. However, it's unfortunate to where I go ahead and just die spontaneously. But I am working on my skills currently, and among everything else, I do really want to play this racing game. I have a racing game that I got cheap, Sonic and All Stars Transformed. I do want to play that with people, and I've heard racing games are fun, and more importantly, it's not as bad as as Mario Kart, but Mario Kart breaks relationships, even though with the blue shell and there's that stare from Luigi. I just really love that game. However, again, that game does get really linear really quickly. So I think that's one of my things. I want to play games to where they're not linear, but keeps me active. And what keeps me very active a lot is just either talking to the void or just right now playing it with people. So if I play Monster Hunter with X amount of people, I'm going to enjoy it. And if I play with like-minded people with Mario Kart, it's going to be it'll be fun. But at the same time, yeah, it's a matter of me trying to figure things out, just because I'm still trying to figure out how to record it, but because again, it's always so fun to record, and I do want to look into a laptop that can actually record me playing games at other people's places. So like if I have a Smash night and I'm just playing games and recording, I want to record what we say to each other, along with what things we do to each other. So I have a friend who plays Smash. He plays Smash, and his character that he can smash with is the villager, and I'm probably aware that people don't like the villager because of the bowling ball dropping, or the tree growing, or the rocket, and I got greased a lot by the tree. So I got treed several times in my life. But that is the end of my throwback, and thanks you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and critique me of how I edited or played my game with Devil May Cry. Starting with that series is personal, just because is actually a game that I've held in my collection. However, it's something I have not been playing much. So this is gonna push me to keep playing different games and to complete them because of you guys. Because I've already started this mission of completing this game with you guys, and might as well finish it as we go. So other than that, thank you for taking the time. And then I'm actually going to be moving soon, so very, very soon. So I'm praying that the connection is very well with that. So hopefully I can send those videos out to you as quickly as I can. And all in all, please take care of yourself, guys. It's going to be a long year ahead of us, even though school started, and I wish that I had a better idea as to what class I wanted to take. However, again, it's a matter of what am I going to do the rest of my life, because with me posting YouTube, it doesn't affect the fact that I do want to teach, as be an individual, be an impact in my community, because from what I learned as an instructor for 3 years at my pool, it made me into a figure to where people are running up to me at Target and they say hi. People are running to me in the store to say hi. And in my small community, I really like the fact that I'm one of the forefronts that are dealing with people's kids, and more so that people are trusting me because of my craft of just coaching, just being there for their kids. And at the end of the day, I have a philosophy to where I never want to be that ass in that kid's life, because they're going to always run into bullying. They're going to run into people who are sour to them and just speaks poorly of them. And then they come to me at the end of their day before they go home and do homework. And then if they're smiling, they're enjoying it, and they learn something, that is it's an accomplishment in themselves, because they ended that day well. And at the same time, everyone who's ever watching YouTube ends their day well, either by a group of friends just being there for them, or just a matter of like one fortunate event or another. But yeah, it's just as long as we're there for each other as a community, and like and if you know you're of the forefront, you need to step up. And yeah, so anyways, thank you guys again for hearing my little rant. Right after this video, I'm gonna be updating with what I've been doing lately. And again, I've been really busy with the move, so the videos are out of order. However, I know that I would like to say that I am very punctual with the throwbacks or the flashbacks. So here I am right now, and once a week you get a chance to see how I'm living my life. So if anything, thank you for lasting this long, and I'll see you guys in the next video.